you think? Good. All right, good morning, everybody. It's Monday now. Monday, December 30th, 2019. We only got 2 days left in this entire decade until we enter into the 2020s. So, Grant and I, we are running a little bit late, but we're going to head to the hobby shop. We have to get some stuff for the BattleBot. So, we need to get an adapter so we can charge the batteries for the BattleBot.
Since we showed you yesterday what we're doing.
Yeah, yep. And we need to, I got some other questions and stuff for wiring and how to use some of the electronics that we got. So I've never played with some of this stuff before. This is all newer technology stuff. It's all newer than the stuff that I used to use for my RC cars and stuff back in the day. So just never used it before. So it's all about experience. All right, let's hit the road. Come, thank you. Have a good day. Oh. Nugget biscuit, nugget into biscuits, nugget biscuit. BattleBot time. Do I have it? Alright, here you go. Be careful. Away from you. Go slow. Alright, away from you again. Nope. Yep. Now do the sideways ones. Away from you. There you go. Away from your fingers and everything. Turn it all the way around. There you go. Nice and slow. Alright, set it. There you go. I got it. Alright, this is all just to test everything, but this will be something we can use, I suppose.
That looks
looking good.
Is that okay?
Alright, we used a little bit of soldering iron. We tested this out. We tested the motors out individually, but we're trying to build a harness to make it so that we can run all the electronics or test both motors. So that's it.
I'm glad you had that. I feel better about that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, looks good. We double heat shrinked it. Can you get that? See, there's like a bubble.
A little bit, yeah. I do
try
see
that
a
one
bubble
side.
there. Well, yeah.
All right, electronics test. Okay, so we're gonna try out all this stuff. So we just built this. I need to go to the other motor here, red to red. Okay, I think these are all off. Yep, these are off. We have no battery plugged in yet, so the battery would go here. There's the battery. Okay. Red to red. Okay, red to red. Okay, I'm going to ask you to check and see if there's flashing on this. Is it lit?
This one is not lit.
Not?
No. Is this supposed to be on for that to happen?
No.
That one is lit. It's blinking.
This is?
Yeah. And let's see.
Let's
this
try that
guy.
one. That one? Maybe it does need to be on.
No.
Actually, I do have two hands, so...
Alright, should I turn it on?
Alright, go ahead and turn it on.
Place all switches
Flip
in
the
their
left one down. Nope, down. There you go. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, this one's flashing.
It's flashing.
They're both flashing.
Okay, they're on.
Alright, so I want you to test it. So go gentle, like to the left and to the right. Okay, so this one's going. Go to the right. This one's still going. Alright, so up and down should be this one.
Yep. Look at that!
Nice.
Awesome!
Okay, do it again. Up, right.
Oh, I'm going all the opposites, but
That's
yeah.
fine. So they're directional.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
You want him to see that?
He
probably
I
won't
don't know, not yet. No, go ahead and turn that off.
Yep.
Okay.
So that'll go off. Then
We'll
those are
turn these
blinking a little
off for now.
faster. So
And what
turn
we
your
could do
switches
is eventually put both of these on, like take these wires and splice them together so there's only one switch for both.
Mm-hmm.
Or I actually have a special BattleBots power switch that you have to turn on and off with an Allen key. So you know when it's on because you have to like physically turn it on.
Oh, yeah.
Now I have this other thing. Where did I put it? Okay. Alright, so this guy is channel 1. This guy's channel 2. I wish there was something we had that could hold these so we could play with this and not have to hold them.
Couldn't you use that?
No, because I'm not going to clamp it on the wires. These wires are...
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea.
Alright, well, that's alright. Let's see what we can come up with. So let's turn these on. And I'm trying to think, do I have anything else that would hold it? Okay, so what we're going to try to play with now is channel mixing. This is the Fly Sky IA6. I don't know. That's this. I don't know what this is. So, So we want it, alright, let's figure out what's going on. So hit, here, go ahead and press it up, so towards you. Okay, so that's 2. Go ahead and press it down. That's still 2. Okay, now do left, right. Okay, alright, so hold on. Let me make a little note here.
Make a little note right there on that piece of paper.
So, 2 is up and down. 1 is left and right. Okay. So we gotta figure out how to get into the settings to tweak this. So, what? That's for trim. Okay. Hold on.
Oh, something moved when I did that.
Down here, maybe?
This is moving, but I didn't do anything.
Actually,
oh, is that just the
actually,
power?
I want to see if these do anything. Here, hit the, like, maybe push it to the left or something. No, nothing.
No.
Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do? Hold on. I'm gonna turn these off. And this should still talk to this, I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, it knows I turned it off. Wait, hold on. Trans V1. It knows the voltage on the. It's great. I can't believe this is like $50. It's like cheap as hell for all this electronics. Okay.
That's good.
So
you should be happy with that.
I don't know how to get into the settings. Alright, we'll have to come back and figure that out.
Is it this thing?
That's usually like your trim. So trim for like left and right, you can like micro adjust. And that's for the up and down. These are all on, I think, so don't do the joysticks. Bind key trim. So we want to do channel mixing.
Can you do that on the cheap ones?
Yeah. It just disconnect.
I'm gonna go.
Alright, okay. Alright, so trying to figure out how to get this working here. So we're gonna try to set up channel mixing and see if this works. Mix? Is it mix? Let's try mix.
Just try mix.
Mix is off. Whoops. Mix is nope. Mix is on.
Oh.
Master channel 1, slave channel 2, positive mix, negative mix, offset 50. Huh?
Yeah?
Huh?
I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Okay, so offset is. What's the percentage?
This is a really addicting app.
Why is this
I'm gonna go bounce off some walls for a while. That's what you're doing.
Off, on, off. Positive mix, negative mix. Why does it keep saying it's off? I don't know. Alright guys, so that's it for Monday. Figured I'd make just a quick recap video. Nikki came over and stayed most of the evening and stuff. But her and Grant, we were working on figuring out the BattleBot build stuff. So I ended up going to the hobby shop and got an adapter that will allow me to charge up these batteries. So these are 3-cell 11 volt, and figured out that once they were charged, then I figured, why don't we start working on the electronics themselves. So tested out everything, got 2 motors, DC brushed motors. This is the receiver that communicates with the transmitter, or most people just call it a remote control. This is very cheap, came as a kit. This and this guy. This is a 6-channel, 2.4 gigahertz setup. And you can see there's only 2 channels. So 1 for each motor. Each motor has its own ESC, and as well as each ESC also has a power switch. So I could probably wire these so that they both use 1 power switch or something. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet. Nikki, I taught her how to solder. So we had to make a custom little wiring harness that allows us to plug in 1 battery to power both ESCs and ultimately both motors. So she spliced all these together and soldered them first, and then we heat shrinked them. The issue that I realized afterwards was once I put it in here, we have, well, way too much wire. We don't need any of this wire. So we're gonna chop it all down, redo it all, much shorter. But it works. So you plug in the battery, power everything up, flip all these switches, and turn this bad boy on, and it just basically just works. So you guys, I don't know which video clips will make it into the ultimate ending video, but let me see if I can get this to show up on here. Maybe. Okay. What I did set up was something called mixing. Let me see if I can get away from this super bright light. Come on, camera. Okay, there you go. You can kind of see it. So what we're going to do is use this joystick to drive the robot. So left, right, forward, backwards. And what I did was I set up channel mixing. So I'm going to push the joystick up, and you'll see how channel 1 and 2 both go 100%. That's if I press up. If I press down, channel 1 and 2 both go, well, they're supposed to go to negative 100%. And then if I go right, channel 1 goes 100% forward, channel 2 goes 100% backwards. If I go left, it reverses. Channel 1 goes 100% back, channel 2 goes 100% forward. So what that does is, if you press, let me see here if I can get all this. if you press, let's go like this. If you press forward on this guy, so up, 100% both motors go forward. If you press down, 100% both motors go back. If you press left, one goes forward, the other one goes backwards, so it'll turn like this. I've been talking about this for a while. Press right, it goes the opposite, or vice versa. You know what I mean. So one motor goes forward, one motor goes back to do the turns. So I was able to program all of that into the receiver. It seems like it works. This one will most likely be used for the weapon. So we'll be able to go like boom and speed it up or down and just leave it. And then probably what I'll try to do is set up a kill switch for the weapon. So I think there's a way to do it for the throttle. I believe this is the throttle because it kind of sticks to wherever you set it. But you can set a kill switch up so you can say like, alright, you flip this switch and it throttles down. So actually, let me see if I can figure that out just really quick here. Okay, so if I go up, okay, yeah, so there you go, that's channel 3. There you go, kind of see it. Channel 3, see how it changes from negative to positive. So here, the joystick is up. I'm going to change it to down. Boom, down. Now, what does it do if you go... Okay, so there's also left and right. So left is channel 4, and right is channel 4. So watch channel 4. Boom, boom. 5 and 6, you can kind of see they're pegged. I think that's these dials up here. Let me see. Oh yeah, look at that. So 6 just changed. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry, I don't know why the glare is so bad. So I can put that in the middle, and same if I turn this knob here, you can see 5 is changing. That's kind of cool. Nice. And then there's actually 2 more switches, so I don't know. I think you can program these and stuff. I haven't even gotten into that yet. But pretty awesome stuff. So 3, so that would be, this will be our weapon motor, and then 4 would be nothing. 4, 5, and 6 would be nothing. So right now I guess we're only going to be using 3 channels. So, just to recap, I just wanted to kind of show some notes on all of this, but it seems to be working pretty well. We don't even have a weapon motor set up, anything like that. I didn't buy any of the stuff for the weapon motor, mainly because it was going to be like another $50 to $100 to add a weapon to this thing, and I didn't want Grant killing himself. So what I just realized recently is I could probably add the crossbar, the weapon motor, and just not bolt the egg beater to it, and then we could spin that crossbar, but there would just be nothing on it. It'd just be literally a bolt spinning in place. So that probably wouldn't be too dangerous for Grant to have. And then we could maybe tape some cardboard or paper to it and see it flap or move or something, and, you know, as a simulator. So I'm kind of excited about this. This was the electronics part. So we basically figured out the electronics part today. I still need to basically, or essentially, get it to fit. So all of this needs to fit in here, along with the battery, which is rather large. And then the weapons motor would go up into this area here. And for the weapon motor, there would also be another ESC and stuff. So, like I said, I still would have to trim all this down. I don't know. I'd have to figure it out. But all of these wires are way too much. I could essentially trim this down and get rid of all of this slack. And then this would just go right out to these 2 here. And I don't know what else, but if I really wanted to, I could cut out some of this slack too in the ESC wiring, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. If we ever do like an actual competition or something like that, I would shorten all this up to lighten it up, and that way it would give us room to glue everything down and stuff like that. This will just kind of be loose, wobbling around in here and stuff. So I'm still not certain if I want to change both of these, or like cut one of these switches off and splice them together so they're both on one switch. I guess I could do that. I do have a Waiachi power switch that I could put in, but I think the other design, I think they did it like this. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but the other option is just leave it on, leave both switches on, and then basically when I plug in the battery, then it just all comes alive. So I don't know, it's not really a safer way to do it, but so that's what I'll be playing with tomorrow. And then I also need to start working on the chassis install, or whatever you want to call it. So there's these like brass nuts essentially that got to be heated up and sunk into each of these holes. So when you put the pieces together, you can run a bolt through it. So never done that before. I'm a little nervous about that just because I don't know what to expect, and I'm kind of worried that I'll basically mess this frame up if I don't do it properly. So I do want to attempt that tomorrow, so that way if I do have any issues, I can print more of these chassis or whatever. I need to figure that out. So yeah, everything else is going well. We're bebopping along here. Trying to think if there's anything else going on, but that's it. It was a good day. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve, and tomorrow's my last day with Grant. So last day for winter break. I'm a little sad about that, but we had a great time. We did a lot of a bunch of fun stuff. Nothing super crazy, but yeah. So I'm gonna get to bed. It's about 10:30. Grant's been in bed for almost an hour now, so he'll be up early. And miss my parents. Did talk to them today. They made it to Arizona all right, or okay. They didn't have any problems, nothing like that. So they made it safe and sound, and everything's good in terms of that. So yeah, we miss them. So good night.